YouTube world, just installed a steel breech to my Crosman model 1377 multi-pump .177 caliber air pistol. Very simple job to do. The worst part of this job, it's middle of December now in central Pennsylvania, and it's damn cold. It's like 12 degrees Fahrenheit outside, so I'm out in the garage freezing my nuts off. But yeah, anyway, what I wanted to mention was I've had this gun for about 4 years. Saw it on the shelf for $50 at Walmart. Thought, that looks like fun. Picked it up, bought it, and I've been putzing around with it for a few years now. A lot of fun, very accurate, good amount of power for an air pistol. A lot of fun. Well, I saw guys modifying these things radically on YouTube, and I thought, man, why would you put hundreds and hundreds of dollars into a $50 gun that's just supposed to be a home plinking toy, Now I understand. I completely understand, because I've just gone to step one. I had this cheap little scope sitting around at like $10, and look, they're okay for what they are on an air pistol with no recoil. They're okay. But to install that to the 1377, right, now originally that's the polymer plastic breech that comes with it. Let me put it that way. As you can see, there is no rail to mount a scope. So you need to buy these special mounts to mount a scope onto these guns. Now, those mounts clamp the barrel. They just clamp onto the barrel. Now, they clamp tight enough. No problem there. They're a little mount, two of them. You clamp them onto the barrel, and they've got a rail on top, so then you can mount the scope. The problem is the scope never stays zeroed in. The clamps fix tightly enough to the barrel, but with the original plastic breech, there's only one screw at the back. So the whole barrel and breech rocks around back and forth. Okay, it moves around. So that makes it impossible to keep your scope zeroed in. So that's what I found. I bought those little mounts for $5. And I thought, okay, I'll put this on. It was fun, got it zeroed in, picked it up the next day, and it was shooting all over the place. And yeah, so I understand, why guys want to get rid of the original plastic breech and go to the metal. Not only does it give you rails from back to front, but it gives you a second, you're not going to be able to see it, right there, there's a set screw. So that's a second clamping point to hold the breech onto the barrel. So now it is very firm, it's rock solid, that scope's not going to move around, I can zero it in, and for the most part, depending on some weather conditions, it's going to stay pretty good. So, I've now taken step one and put about $35, $36 into a $50 gun, an extra $35 or $36 into the steel breech, just to have a scope. Because look, having the scope on there certainly made it more fun. Made the gun a lot more fun to shoot at targets and different things. So now there's step one. So yes, now I've got a steel breech, I've got the scope on there that's nice and solid. I can hold the gun, pull the gun closer into me to use the scope and shoot it. So now I'm thinking, one of those shoulder stocks would be nice now that I've got the gun closer to me instead of holding it at arm's length, or pretty much. So now it's, I can really get it, I understand. So now it's the shoulder stock has been ordered, and that's on its way. What's next? Do you go to a longer barrel to pick up a bit extra speed? And so you can put a silencer on there, a little suppressor to make it nice and quiet. Do I start modifying the transfer port? Do I start putting, do I take out the bolt probe and put in a thinner, longer one to increase the velocity and get the pellet loaded into the barrel past the transfer port? So yeah, look, I understand it now. I thought all you guys were nuts. Now I get it. It all starts with that damn steel breech. So, there you go. That's my tip. If you buy this gun for $50, it's a great little gun. Great little air pistol. You're going to have a lot of fun with it. So, that's your decision. You've spent $50 on a Crosman 1377, a very good investment. If you don't want to go past that, stay with the original breech. There's nothing wrong with it. Stay with the original breech and the standard sights. If you even remotely think about putting a scope or a red dot sight on this thing, get ready to write a check, because first step is the steel breech. And I guarantee you, once you get the steel breech, you're going to start thinking about that shoulder stock. Then once you got that, you're going to start thinking about the longer barrel and maybe a suppressor. All right? So that's it. That's your choice at your own financial peril. You either leave it alone or you start talking to Santa about some Christmas goodies like a steel breech and a shoulder stock and on and on and on. So, all right, guys, thanks very much. I just want to let you know that now I get it. Now I understand why, not only why, but how guys can spend a lot of time and a lot of money and advancing these little guns. So, all right, thanks for watching. See ya.